the time. Now's the time fertilizing our turf, but not all the turf, right?
No, that's
not
correct. So
some turf.
So now's a great time to start fertilizing our fescue.
Right.
Fescue's kind of went through the season. It's just kind of sit there, and it's just waiting on these warm days. And you've probably had to mow it by now. It's getting to that point. So basically, we need to fertilize fescue when we're mowing it, when we're actively mowing it. We're not going to fertilize it in the summer. We're going to hit a little bit in the fall, and then a little bit in the spring, and then enjoy it throughout the summer without fertilizing. But now's the perfect time to go ahead and throw a shot of fertilizer on that. Pretty simple. I mean, you don't need a soil test for this. You want a couple pounds of urea or turf or something like that, turf fertilizer, but just give it some nitrogen and I think you'll be happy. It'll cause it to start growing and look good. So,
well, the general rule is like 1 pound per 1,000 square feet. And,
that's correct.
And typically, the fertilizer will denote different spreaders and tell you where to set.
That's right.
That's what they're wanting you to
That's
do.
right. And I mean, it's I hate to say it's not rocket science. Just a little is going to help. I mean, you don't want to over fertilize, but about a pound of nitrogen is kind of where we're at on turf fertilizer and any fertilizer for that matter. But that's going to cause our fescue to really pop up and really start growing and really look good. Fescue's looking the best it's going to look right now through probably May is when we're going to enjoy the best look out of it.
But now's not the time to be fertilizing our Bermuda.
Yeah, Bermuda's still trying to get out of dormancy.
It's waking up.
It's getting there, but it's not quite. The soil temperatures aren't warm enough. I mean, you can fertilize it, but it's not going to pull it up the most. Another month. We need about middle of April is kind of when we start for our Bermuda grass. We want those soil temperatures to warm up. That way it can utilize it the best.
All right. Well, one great resource we have, we call them the green sheets. These are probably like the most given out information sheets that we have.
Yeah.
And there's one for fescue, cooler season grasses, and then one for Bermuda. And it essentially shows when to seed, when to fertilize, when to pre-emerge. Speaking of pre-emergent, we'll come back to that. But how high to mow. You want to increase the mowing height during the season. But anyway, we'll have a link to these and we'll show them how to get them. But this is kind of the manual. People say, when do I fertilize?
There it is.
There you
and
go.
Then a good thing on the back side, it kind of has chemical recommendations. So we talked about pre-emergent and then a post-emergent. A pre-emergent quickly is a chemical that keeps seeds from germinating.
Right.
So it's an invisible barrier out there that keeps those weed seeds from germinating. A post-emergent is applied after emergent, at post-emergent. So say we have clover out there now. I noticed quite a bit of clover in some of my fescue and some dandelions. So now's a good time to go ahead and put on a broadleaf weed killer to control some of those broadleaf weeds like the clover, the dandelions, some chickweed, henbit. We're seeing those purple flowers out quite a bit now. So we can put that over in our fescue and it won't hurt our fescue, but it'll kill our broadleaf weed. So there's a lot of brands, Scott's, Holt's, lots of different brands out there, but just look for, they're all going to be similar, but look for a broadleaf weed killer to control those clovers and dandelions and things. Good right now to do that.
Or if you're like me, just enjoy the flowers.
Enjoy the flowers.
I like the yellow flowers and the purple flowers from the henbit and all, and I just try to make myself to just get over it.
One thing, if I'm OCD, it's weeds in my yard. I just something about it, I just don't like it. I like that pretty golf course green, and I don't have it, but that's what I like. So I'll try to kill out my clovers and earlier stuff in my fescue right now. So yep. Right. But now is a good time to start doing that, and then start thinking about your Bermuda, but holding off until we warm up a little bit more.
Right. All right.